A former treasurer of an Allouez Girls Softball team accused of stealing tens of thousands of dollars from the organization across more than a decade.
And this afternoon, a Brown County Court Commissioner issuing a $10,000 signature bond for 56-year-old Mary Bauer. She now faces one count of felony theft of a business. Our Drew Best is now live in Allouez with more details from those newly released court documents. Drew?
Yeah, Chris and Cami, I'm here at Riverview Park where the softball teams regularly practice and play their games. And leading up to this case, the organization says it noticed several discrepancies in their finances after Mary Bauer left the position in late 2024. The president of the Allouez Girls Softball organization, who is also currently employed at WBAY, shared a statement today, which reads in part, quote, AGS remains committed to maintaining integrity and trust of our players, families, and community. The AGS board is committed to oversight, transparency, and has implemented processes and procedures to safeguard and protect league resources, end quote. Now, according to the criminal complaint, Bauer told the board they had around $28,000 in their bank account when she left her position. But when the organization checked, they found it was closer to $700. Bauer admitted to officials she owed the club that near $28,000 and intended to sell her car and take out a loan to pay them back. But between 2024 and 2013, when she first became treasurer, officials say they found almost $104,000 worth of unauthorized charges, such as streaming subscriptions, restaurant bills, rent payments, and several other items which had nothing to do with the organization. And this information is all coming out as Allouez Girls Softball prepares for several seasons starting up later this month. And Bauer is due back in court on June 1st. Reporting live in Allouez, Drew Best, Action 2 News.